Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let me see who we have with us. We have Jose Guerra, and we have Juan and Rosa. Yes. Juan, what was your last name? Lopez, right?
Right.
Okay. And we have Norma Bedoy, Rosa Ornelas,
Yes.
and Marvin Vasquez. Okay. Well, hopefully more. Oh, let me see if we have some more here. Oh, we have more. Okay. Trang is here. And Elsie is here. Okay, and hopefully we'll get some more. We need everybody here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're only going to go for 30 minutes. So at the beginning, we're going to, I'm going to keep it very simple. And I want to make sure the beginners are following. And then we'll go to being more difficult, just for the first class. On the other days, we'll have the beginners, we'll have one class, and the intermediate and advanced will have another class. So they'll be at different times. But today it's everybody together. So we'll make it very easy at the beginning, and then it will be more difficult after that. Okay, I think we have somebody else that came in. Alma's here. What's your last name, Alma? Vargas. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Do you have your civics packet and a pencil?
The civics packet, Wendy?
Is there anybody that did not get their civics packet from school?
Yes, I have it.
You have it, good. Does everyone else have their packet? It looks like this.
The civics packet. ¿Cuánto está el pencil?
Laura Guzman has come. Hi, Laura.
Ahí.
Okay. Did everybody already take their quiz in Edmodo during the break? Did everybody get the app Edmodo on their phone?
Yes.
Yes. No, I can't.
Who can't?
Me, Alma.
Oh, Alma, you can't get the app on your phone?
No.
Do you have Remind on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. Then afterwards, I can do the quiz with you, okay? After
Okay.
class, we'll do the quiz together. Let me make a note that you can't,
Wendy, ven.
it'll just take a few minutes.
Sorry. Mira, me está diciendo cómo haga eso del mundo. No entiendo. Mira. Dice que entre a Remind.
Just making a note that you can't use Edmodo.
A Remind.
Okay. Everybody else got their Edmodo and did their quiz?
Can you play that quiz?
Yes, I finished.
Okay, very good. Hi, Laura. Okay. So, like I said, we are going to be doing two things for civics. One is that you'll learn how to fill out a job application. And two, you'll practice doing an interview, a job interview. So, as I said at the beginning, since we have everybody in one class, we're going to do the first part for beginners. Okay, and then after we do the beginners, we'll go to the intermediate and advanced. because I know that we have some different levels in our class today, and I want to make sure everybody can understand. So first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about getting a job. So can anybody tell us, like, how did you get the job that you have? Can anybody share how they found their job?
The newspaper.
No.
The newspaper.
Okay, good. You can look in the newspaper to find a job. Anybody else?
In the
It's
online.
online website.
Yes, you can do a search online.
Yes.
Anybody else?
Talk with other persons.
Yeah, through contact with other people. You can, sometimes maybe you have a friend or a relative and they can help you get a job. So if you want to get a job, what do you need to do?
I need to apply.
Okay, and how do you apply? What do you do to apply?
In the in the factory.
Okay, so let's say you want to work at a factory. Then what do you do? How do you get a job there? Any ideas? Let's say that Marvin has a factory, okay? And let's say that Alma wants to get a job at Marvin's factory. So what does Alma have to do?
Maybe an interview for.
Yes, you'll have to do an interview,
Yeah.
but before the interview, what will you have to do?
Apply.
Some, I don't remember the paper.
That's okay.
Apply the job.
Apply. Okay, what does it mean to apply? What do you do when you apply?
Apply some.
Clear up the application.
Yes, you'll have to fill out an application, right? There's a paper and you have to put down lots of information, and that's called applying for the position, right? That's an application. So Alma is going to, how will she fill out her application? What does she have to do? Where does she go? Who does she talk to?
Manager.
Okay, so she can go to Marvin's factory, right? And ask for the manager and ask for an application, right? Okay, and then she'll fill out the application. And after she fills out the application, what happens next?
For the interview?
Yeah, they'll probably call her, right? And say, can you come for an interview? And and then she'll go for the interview and talk with, maybe with Marvin or with the manager of the factory. Okay, good. So talk a little bit about how to find a job. We said that we can talk with our family and friends. Sometimes stores will have a help wanted sign in the store window. Have you ever seen a store that has a help wanted sign?
Yes, I do.
Yes, sometimes.
Okay, and sometimes, and not so much anymore, but sometimes in the newspapers, if people get newspapers, they can look for the want ads. And there's a section in the newspaper called the classified section. And that's where it will list different jobs that are available. Sometimes you can go, like say for Marvin's factory, you can go down there and get an application, or sometimes you can call, right? Find the phone number and call, or you can look up their website, and sometimes you can fill out an application on the website also. There are a couple of websites that you can go to look for jobs. So if you're looking for a job and you want to know what's available, then you can do that. You can go to monster.com, careerbuilder.com, selectstaffing.com, and see some different jobs that are available. And there are also job boards. A job board is like kind of like a big bulletin board, and it has some papers on it that list some different jobs that are available. You can find them at a supermarket or at a college, or different businesses might have them. Sometimes maybe even churches might have them. So if we look at this screen, let me make this bigger because it's kind of small. Let me see here. Okay, that's a little bit bigger, right?
Yeah.
So for those of you who are beginner, we'll fill out this part of the packet. So we see some, whoops, sorry about that. Okay, no. Oh my goodness, okay, hold on. I forget that when I'm in this mode and I click, then it, okay, let's look at it again. So here we see the different pictures.
Yeah.
And we see the different types of job search strategies. Strategies are ways of doing things. So, and they're all numbered. We've got A, B, C, D, and E.
Oh, number one, the app, the E.
Number one, you say is E. Okay, let's see
yeah.
what he says. I'm calling about your ad for a checker. Can you tell me about, you're right. Yes, that would be number one. So go ahead and write E for number one.
Number two, letter D.
Yes, looks like these are some classifieds in the newspaper. So
Number three
look
is
in
a
the
B.
classified. So go ahead and write D.
Number three is a B.
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 Three, yes. Number three is B. This is a job board where there are lots of different jobs that are listed on the board. So you can look at job boards. How about number four?
C.
Yes, number four would be C, help wanted. There's a help wanted sign in the window. So look for help wanted signs. So go ahead and write C.
Number 5, A.
Yes, number five, we
is
see
A.
two friends talking. So talking to friends would be another way that we can look for a job. Okay, so if you are at the beginner level, for beginners, you're going to do this part right here for homework.
Beginning, go to home, talk to a friend. Talk to a friend.
So this section here will do, you'll do.
Begin, go to home, talk to friend, related, teacher, and last match.
Yes, very good, Trang.
Yeah.
Right, very good. So this part you'll do at home. Well, you're at home right now, but I mean for your homework, you'll do it. So you'll use these phrases here and put them into the sentences so that it makes sense. And then I want you to practice reading it. Practice your pronunciation. Practice reading out loud. Okay? And let's go on to the next page here. Here we see a conversation or a dialogue between two people. It's Jane and Robert. And we have some vocabulary here. To hire, that means to give a job. So Marvin has his factory and Alma wants to work there. If Alma wants Marvin to hire her, right? And if Marvin offers her the job, then he hires Alma. And Alma has to go to apply for a job. She has to go there and apply, like what we talked about earlier. She has to fill out, not fill up. She has to fill out the application. And we've got the job application. That's the paper that you fill out. So I need somebody to be Jane and somebody to be Robert. Who wants to be Jane and read the parts for Jane?
Me.
Who's that? Trang?
Yeah.
That's a me and
Okay,
Robert.
so Trang will be Jane and who
Me
will
and
be
Robert.
Robert?
Me.
Yeah.
Who's me?
It's Marvin.
Marvin. Okay. Marvin will be Robert.
All right.
Oh.
Go ahead,
It
Trent.
need, I need to find a job. I need to measure extra money.
What job are you looking for?
Well, I am looking for a job in the restaurant.
Hey, the Sunflower restaurant next to our school is hiding. They are looking for the cashier.
Ready?
You should go there, applicant for job.
Great idea. I will fill out and the application today. Thanks.
Good job. So part of your homework for tonight is I want you to practice reading this dialogue because this has some important vocabulary. So you need to find someone at your house or a friend that will practice reading this with you so that you can read it fluently. So let's look at number one, the questions. Why did Jane want to find a job?
He makes some
because
money.
she
We need to make some
more
money.
money.
Right, she wants to make some extra money. Very good. And where did she look for a job?
Job in the restaurant.
Yes, in the restaurant. And what job does she want?
Restaurant?
But doing what in the restaurant? What does she want to do in the restaurant?
Cashier?
No.
Yes, a cashier.
Yeah, the cashier.
Right. And who helps her to find a job?
Robert.
Robert helps her. Very good.
Robert.
Okay, so this is also some homework to practice a conversation. So we need somebody else now. We already had Trang and Marvin had a turn. We need somebody to be student A and somebody to be student B.
Me, Rosa Elvia.
Okay, Rosa Elvia, will you be student A?
Yes.
B.
And Alma will be student B. Okay, so where you see the blanks, then you have to pick from down here and read the part down here. Okay, so
I need to find a job. I really need money.
What job are you looking for?
Well, I am looking for a job in a computer company.
Hey, in the factory,
right here.
in the factory next to the school is eating. They are looking for a job.
Okay, Alma, we want to look right here where it says student B and it shows B. Do you see that part? Underneath it says,
I see.
The A, the two, number 2, A.
Yeah. Can I repeat the
yeah, go ahead.
A? The best computer next to the school is eating. They
Hiring.
are hiring. They are looking for a computer technician.
Really?
You should go there and get an application.
That's a great idea. I will go there and fill out an application. Thanks.
Good job, ladies. Thank you. So this is part of your homework to practice the conversations. So you can be student A or student B, and there's down here, there's one about a preschool also. So you want to practice those.
Preschool, from preschool.
So let's take a look now at for the intermediate and advanced. Okay, we already did some talking about how to find the job here. And we have some ways down here where it talks about different ways of finding a job, some other ways of expressing that. For example, instead of saying talking to friends, we can say word of mouth. That's a popular way of saying it. Oh, I heard it through word of mouth. I heard people talking about it. Or direct references. That means that maybe somebody you know told you about the job. Networking is another word that we might use to show different contacts. We make contacts with different people who can help you. That's called networking. Maybe we used the example about the factory. So maybe Alma has a cousin who works at the factory. So that cousin can help her get a job at Marvin's factory. So she's networking. Let me see what else. Remember that you might get rejections. That's normal. You have to face rejections. That means that they don't want you to work for them. Maybe they don't need anybody right now, or maybe you're not qualified, or maybe you're overqualified. So rejections is just part of applying for a job. It happens sometimes, but you keep on trying and you thank your contacts, you thank the manager or the person who helped you for giving you their time. And make sure that you look for jobs that you're qualified for and that you have skills and experience for, right? Sometimes people have skills, but they don't have the experience, right? So both of them are important, skills and experience. Now, sometimes you might think, well, how will I get experience if nobody will hire me, right? So you can do you can volunteer. Volunteering is a good way to get experience. Let's say you wanted to get a job working at a school or something, or being a teacher's aide, then you can volunteer maybe at your children's school or at a preschool where you're not getting paid, you're just volunteering, you're doing it for experience. And you can put that on your resume. The resume is the paper that shows all of the different experience that you have. Sometimes you can do internships also. Marvin's company, Marvin's factory, they might do internships where they will train you, and like usually it works like for somebody who's a student still in a school, and they can learn while they're working. They're not getting paid usually, but they're learning and working at the same time. So for homework, for intermediate and advanced students, there are 6 vocabulary words here, and you need to write down what they mean. So for example, for word of mouth, what could we write for the definition for word of mouth?
Talking with the wall.
Talking with what?
The wall.
Talking with people?
No, the wall. The wall. What? Like this one, like the wall. W-O-R-D. Right?
Sorry,
No?
I'm not understanding it. To talk with,
Like a W-O-R-D. The wall.
word?
Yeah. No.
Well, when you use the phrase word of mouth, it means like talking to your contacts, talking to people that you know,
Or talking with the
hearing
friend.
about it from other people.
Or talking with the people. No.
Yeah, like talking with other people is like word of mouth. You're hearing people talking about it. So you would write something like that for your definition.
Yeah. How do you write it?
Well, you can write down.
It's right there.
Sorry, I can't write on this screen is the thing because it has the PowerPoint on here. So you would write something like talking to contacts. That you could write that. That would be okay.
Yeah. How you feel? How you feel? Write down in the word of mouth.
Yeah, you'll write that for word of mouth. Talking to contacts.
Or talking with contact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on.
Contacts means like people that you know.
Oh, contact.
Could be friends, could be relatives, people that you have contact with.
Contact.
Now the other ones, you'll do these for homework. Networking, contacts, to be qualified, a resume, online. All of those things were on the other page that we just looked at before that we talked about. So let's do this one right here together. And everybody can say true or you can say false. So I'll read the question. You can say true or false.
Go.
Many companies find employees through direct references. True or false?
True.
True.
True. Good and mark true. Number 2, you should network only with your friends and family. Is that true or false?
False.
False.
False. You need to look for other people too. Volunteering is not a good way to make contacts. True or false?
False.
False.
False. Internships can be paid jobs. True or false?
True.
True.
Yeah, they can be paid. Sometimes they're not, but they can be paid. Looking for a job does not take a lot of time. True or false?
False.
False. It can take a long time to find a job. You may need to fill out an online application. True or false?
True.
True.
True. Uh-huh. Now, you can do this right here. There's a website that you can go to if you want to write it down. And later you can watch the video and see some different ways that you can search for a job. So actually you have it in your packet, so you don't need to write it down. Okay, we have another, our time is almost up here. So we'll have time just to, this you can practice reading for homework. And remember to work on your pronunciation. Practice reading it out loud lots of times, not just once. On Monday, there's no class. Our next civics class will be on Wednesday, May 27th. And the beginners, if you're a beginner, ESL, come at 5:30. If you're intermediate and advanced, come at 6:15. Okay, we'll be doing lots of practicing and talking. And then these are the other civics classes as well. Okay? So make sure that you're on Edmodo or Remind and that you're checking your emails every day because sometimes I'll send things through email.
Okay.
If you have other contacts, friends in your classes that maybe they didn't come tonight, but they should be here, please let them know. Because we missed a lot of people. We have about 60 people in our class. So we were missing lots of people. So if you can help with that, that would be great. Any questions?
I have a question. Can I make the interview that for the Edmundo?
The quiz?
Can I make the interview that you needed last Monday? You remember?
I need you to do the quiz on Edmodo. Yeah, you can stay and I'll do it with you.
Can I now? My daughter go in my phone. She opened and I ready. She said, I made right now on ya no. Or no
You
more?
you can do your quiz now. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
I want to make sure I got everybody here before you leave. I think I got everybody. I got Elsie, Norma, Rosa Cruz, Laura, Juan, Rosa Narvaez, Rosa Ornelas, Trang, Alma, and Marvin that came to class today. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you on.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Wednesday.
if you, never mind. I'll communicate with you through email or through Remind. Okay, bye-bye.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
teacher.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Bây giờ chưa đi tắm mới
Rosa
tình rồi.
Cruz, are you still here?
Bây giờ đi ra đi
I see you have a question in the chat. If you can get the packet from the internet. Are you there, Rosa Cruz?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Do you mean the civics packet or do you mean the English packet?
Both.
The civics packet you have to get at school. And the English packet, you can do it online or you can pick it up at school. What would you rather do?
Both?
The civics packet you have to pick up at school. For English, you can
Okay.
do it on the computer
Mm-hmm.
I showed you earlier, or you can pick up a packet at school.
Okay, thank you so much.
What do you want? Do you want to do English on the computer or on paper?
On the computer.
Okay, so were you there when I showed how to do that? On the adultedcourses.org.
El link, ¿lo copió ese link? Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Para que si uno lo puede hacer en línea.
Yes. No lo puedo hacer en línea.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, teacher, I'm sorry.
You didn't see it? Do you want me to show you again?
Yes,
can-
please.
Okay, I'll show you.
đi bỏ nó tình. Này tình, let's go.
Okay, so you'll go here
Okay.
to adultedcourses.org.
Này tình, let's go.
And you're going to set up an account.
Okay.
After that, well, this is how to set up your account. Then you'll choose Fontana Adult School,
Okay.
and you'll choose Putting English to Work with my name next to it.
Okay.
If you know a little bit of English, pick number 1. If you kind of know, like, pretty good, pick number 2. If you know lots of English, pick number 3.
Okay.
And then you'll start with Unit 1.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do Unit 1, you're going to watch a video and you do all of the different exercises. When you do an exercise, then the computer will send me an email and I can see how you did. When you finish all the exercises, then you go to the next unit.
All right.
Okay? And you have to finish 1 unit every week.
That's fine.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Did anybody else have a question?
Thank you, Mr. Senna.
You're
Have
welcome.
a good night. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
too. Good
Thank you.
night.